We are live.
All right.
We are live. Kevin McCrae.
That's right.
How are you, brother?
I'm doing great. How you doing, Rankin?
Doing great.
It's great to see you, man.
Great to see you. Hey, cheers, man.
Yeah. Oh, cheers. Absolutely. Thanks for the invite on this thing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Happy Saturday, man.
What do you think about that?
I think it's doing its job.
Yeah, it's a little bit out of your normal zone of comfort, right?
You would think so, but I'm actually no stranger to the NA beer. I feel like Nicole and I will do like at least one dry month a year.
Oh yeah.
And you know,
I've always been somebody who typically takes at least 1 month off a year, and up until recently, that's kind of how I lived for a long time. But now I'm doing this whole health awareness thing. The older you get, those hangovers are a little bit harsher all the time.
Dude, you're not kidding.
Man, I'm a firm believer of the fact that today's alcohol steals tomorrow's happiness. And that lasts for like 2 days now. It's like steals 2 days happiness. And I'm like, I think I'm done for a little bit here.
Dude, dare I say, in the past 6 months, I've had a couple that was like a 3-day.
Oh.
Like a 3-day,
Gnarly.
where like the first day, I'm like wrecked from a hangover.
Mm-hmm.
Second day, it's like I'm coming back. And then third day, it's not like a hangover, but it's still just like not
right.
I'm not back to normal.
There's still some anxiety there, you know.
That's
old
the worst Sunday scaries.
Yeah, that's the worst part to me. Honestly, I could deal with the headache. I think that I could deal with some of the even like the physical symptoms of heart palpitations. You know, I'm like, it's temporary, it's gonna go away. But the anxiety, crippling.
Dude, I get it. So I feel like you kind of took the first question. I feel like you kind of answered it. Because I was going to say, why are we having NA beers on the podcast today?
I mean, it is called Cocktails and Chords, right?
Absolutely.
So, I mean, since I am not really drinking cocktails, I requested for some non-alcoholic beer.
Hell yeah.
And the zero proof, gotta give it to them. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
For sure.
Because, I mean, the only one we really had for a long time was O'Doul's, right? Now there's like more than a handful of options out there. And
definitely. No, I like the NA beers. When you said you weren't sure how good or bad it was going to be, was that mean this specific one?
Yes,
this specific one. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there an NA beer? You said there's one that you've been kind of going to.
Oh yeah, I really enjoy the Athletics.
I don't know if I've had that one.
That one they have IPAs, they have golden ales. They have 2 or 3 different varieties that I felt, honestly, if you haven't actually had a real IPA in a long time, it would fool you into thinking it's a real IPA.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you get any sort of like placebo effect from the NA beer?
I'm sure a little bit, but at this point, I mean, I haven't been drinking in so long that I don't even know if I would recognize it that much, So
I get it.
But yeah, for sure. Like I said, there's a few that are pretty good. I've never even had an O'Doul's, so maybe that is really good.
Maybe I don't think I've ever had no duels either. That was like, I'm trying to remember. Like, because it's been the last couple years when NA beers have really been like
they revamped.
Catching on, But yeah, O'Doul's I forgot about those. I don't know if I've ever had one either.
O'Doul's, yeah, I cannot remember ever having one.
Yeah, maybe we should have had those on the pod today. I think that's where we went wrong. That would have been a hit.
Well, no, then we wouldn't have been able to try this one because this was honestly not that bad.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good. We're not giving away any of our sponsors for today.
I was going to say I'm not allowed to say what it is.
They didn't sponsor us. They didn't sponsor us, but
they're a loss.
This will be a PSA for all NA beer brands. We're looking for an NA beer sponsor or an NA, or if you have NA liquor, tequila, whatever it might be.
Right.
Let us know.
Come get on the train now because it's going to get real filled up later on when all the sponsors are knocking at the door.
Damn right. Get on it while you can. But yeah, man, thanks for coming on. This is nice, honestly. Nicole and I kind of went out last night, so I was like, I wasn't really wanting to like I wasn't even really quite in the mode to like drink again today.
Yeah.
So it was like I was like, "Oh, we're doing NA beers on the pot. This is nice. Refreshing. I needed it. It's a beautiful day today, too."
It was gorgeous this morning, man. We went out on Lake Travis today. And this is not something that I would have thought of. My buddy has a boat, and they live out in Lago Vista, and so they're out there all the time, right? Well, since school started and football season is happening, we were out there for about 4 hours, 11 boats total. We saw 11 boats total.
Really?
That's it. I mean, actually, the first 2 hours, I think there were 2 boats out there. And
no shit. On a
water
day
was
like
like
today?
glass. Yeah, exactly.
That's shocking.
Gorgeous out there. The water was like glass. It didn't even feel like that you were in a boat sometimes when we were going 30 miles an hour because it was so smooth.
Oh, man, that's nice. Today would be a great day to be on a boat, on a motorcycle. I'm like, this is, you can't beat it. This is that Austin weather where it's
fall,
not too hot, when it just starts getting right. And I'm hoping this is a good precursor for like ACL weekend and stuff. I'm like, get some
hopefully
good weather.
Hopefully it stays like this a little bit. And it's, I usually climb.
Knock on wood.
Whatever wood's around here.
Faux
wood. Don't knock on faux wood.
No. I got some here, and we got some on the piano. So we got wood. We're good.
There we go.
So, dude, tell me what's going on for the listeners that don't know. Kevin is a drummer for the band Risky Clique here in Austin, Texas. Yes. Tell me what's going on with y'all. What's new? Project wise, what do you guys have coming up? Is there?
Yeah, I'd love to. I guess you could kind of call us still a bit of a new project in some ways. We've been a 4-piece now for about 7 months, officially. We have multiple shows booked now, which has been really nice. We kind of just climbed getting to where we are now. 3 of us started this as just 3 guys wanting to have a really good, healthy, like a hobby that could get us a lot more, could offer us more than just the typical, like individual love for an activity hobby, like something that we can get something back from, right?
Yeah,
rather than
absolutely.
just the, the selfishness of it's doing my body good.
Yeah.
But it ends up being something that we all realized, holy shit, we have like 30 songs that we just wrote together. And it was just nothing but us jamming at first, right? And so it was just 2 guitar players and myself. We honestly started because my buddy, one guy was a guitar player, is my friend, and I was like, man, I've got this drum set that's been just collecting dust in the closet outside. Can I set it up at your house and just play sometimes? And he's like, you play drums? And the next thing I know, we're playing together every week. We've been doing this now for about 2 years. Just kind of, like I said, hard hobby. Yeah. Didn't really think about doing anything with it other than just having fun.
It's the best way to start.
We start building we have all these fragments of songs and, random pieces that we continue playing over and over again. And the next thing you know, there are songs developed out of them. And then we had several bass players sit in with us, and we tried to get somebody that was going to really fit because we're pretty jammy.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all definitely are. Yeah. Are very jammy, which I fuck with.
It's my favorite style of music. But yeah, we kind of had to take some time to really comb through some people who we thought were going to be a good fit because they were also into the same style. I mean, honestly, I think we probably went through about 5 or 6 different people just trying to figure it out. A couple of them we really ended up liking. We're in too many projects, and they were like, I just don't really know if this is going to work right now because I got 2 other things.
Sure.
Which is a bummer because they are always the best ones, right? That puzzle piece seemed to fit the closest.
Totally.
But we end up getting this guy named Connor, who ironically he lives like 2 doors down from where the drum set is set up, and
got to keep that rhythm. Got to keep that rhythm section tight, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's been nice. He's like a really good bass player. It took several years off. from playing in different bands all across Colorado and toured and stuff like that, and then took several years off due to there was a catalyst for that.
Cool.
Yeah, we were playing a backyard show at my buddy Robbie's house. He's the lead guitar player in our band.
Cool.
And he hears us playing, him and his wife, and they come over and sit down, and he's like after maybe 5 or 6 songs, he's like, hey, let me up there to play with you guys. And so he grabs a bass, and the next thing you know, he's our bass player, and it's all kind of came together just out of pure serendipity.
I love when that shit works out like that, man.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's and it's funny playing in bands and sometimes trying to find the right member when you got like a good core of a guitar player and a drummer, and you're trying to find the right bass player like you guys.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta be patient, dude. Because it can really be a journey trying to just figure out the right one. But I think if you kind of are just patient and try not to like question who's doing this and why they're not doing this and whatever, like it usually just kind of figures itself out. Like, and the person that's kind of meant to be there kind of ends up sticking around. Is kind of what I've started to find out.
It definitely takes like an appropriate amount of being supple when it comes to like joining 3 other people who have been trying to find somebody, who have written songs together, who have a clear vision for what they're supposed to sound like, you know.
Totally.
And that's definitely what he has done. I mean, he's picked up and learned. I bet he's probably learned about 30 to 33 songs of ours that we have.
Damn,
and
that's a lot of songs.
In like 7 months, yeah, for sure.
Shit, yeah.
I think he's comfortable enough now to where he would say like, yeah, I feel good about that many songs.
Nice. Well, I mean, shit, that's plenty of songs. I imagine.
Dude, I mean, like one of our first shows that was like an actual paid gig. Was as you probably know, it feels like sometimes if you're going to be a band that plays around here, you got to do some South by Southwest shows, right?
Got to.
And so we booked one at Cheers Shop Bar downtown on 36th Street, and they wanted us to play 3 hours.
I think we were there.
Did y'all show up to that?
I think we came.
Oh,
we came
that's
to see
right.
you play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3-hour show. That was our third paid gig. And
at least it was paid
3 hours
for South by,
dude.
Yeah,
I mean, it wasn't an official South by
for sure,
but I mean, it was during South by. They advertised it as unofficial, right? Which is 70% of shows down there a lot of times. So yeah, 3-hour gig, man. We didn't play we don't do covers. So
no covers.
No covers. Well, I say that, but I also will follow it with the fact that we picked up a couple of covers because one of our paid gigs was like, we'd really like for you guys to play some covers.
Yeah.
So we picked up a couple of covers. Like we did a Beatles cover. We did a Fiona Apple cover, which was
sick.
Like I really loved it. I don't really know why we stopped playing them. I would like to do covers because I think it's a good way to get more people involved, and get the crowd pleased, right? But
definitely for those long sets too.
Dude, it feels like it's a necessity, right?
Yeah,
I mean, we had enough material, but we pulled in a couple of covers. But to have your third gig and to have enough material to be able to basically play 3 hours. That's probably unusual, right?
That is. I was about to say, like, because I feel like I've played in bands where we had like 5 songs. And granted, we didn't do like a 2.5 hour set.
Yeah.
But we do like an hour and we do 5 songs and like 3 or 4 covers, and then that's the set, and it's like we just barely got enough to get through that hour. So I meant, having how does that happen? I guess just being a band kind of behind the scenes and jamming with each other for a year and a half before.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like I said, at the essence, we're an improv band, right? So sometimes that just means you're taking 8 measures and just playing it over and over and over again with just different variations, right?
Yeah.
Different levels to it. Different energy sometimes, like you might do double time on those 8 measures at this time, and then you might do half time the next time, and
totally.
So in essence, I mean, sometimes a fragment of a song could be 7 minutes.
Yeah.
It doesn't really have that ABC song structure sometimes,
Totally.
I mean, I think that has a lot to do well, our influences music-wise has a lot to do with why I think we're just like, I really don't want to do a lot of covers, you know.
Yeah.
Even though our musical influences in the jam world, they do a ton of covers.
Totally.
You know,
Totally.
if you can play a song and make it sound like it's your song, then more power to it, right?
Is someone in the band like against doing covers? Yeah.
I don't want to name names.
No, I get it. I get it. Well, it's because I've played in bands where like I've played in some bands where there were guys that just didn't want to do covers, and then I've played in other bands where like people wanted to do like I felt like whoa, are we a cover band? You know what I mean?
Yeah, too many.
And
A couple of covers is tasteful.
yeah,
you know?
I think so too. But yeah, and I think so like the Lewd Dudes. I think we played maybe one cover in the entire time we were a band.
Wow. See, so
And-
don't try to give me some shit for not playing covers. Over
Oh
here.
no, I'm not. I'm not. I was just curious because it's like with the Lewd Dudes, I think it was like I don't think we were good enough to cover a lot of songs. so like there was that, you know, but and then it was like all other songs we've like worked real tight to tighten this up, tighten that up, and we're like, this is just gonna sound better than we all just play a cover, you know, versus kind of the band I've been jamming with some guys as of recently, and like we want to kind of get like a 3-hour set together, and I have a lot of songs that I've written over the years, but we're like, let's learn but we kind of just decided like a practice or two ago, like, why don't we just learn like a shitload of covers and just get them ready. Just like kind of
have in your back pocket.
Have them ready to go. And that way we could go book a couple gigs, maybe do 70% covers since no one's going to know who the fuck we are.
Right.
You know what I mean? No one's really going to give a shit.
Yeah.
That's also kind of my part, why I'm like down with covers is like 95% of the gigs I'm going to book, people probably aren't going to be there to see me play. I'm either going to be playing in a bar where, they want live music, and in that case, it's like, we'll just play covers. People are going to probably gravitate towards that more than they would. I mean, if I played a full set of just my music, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So,
I mean, like I said, it gets people more excited for that. That type of entertainment to be wherever they're at whenever you have covers, right?
Totally.
And so, like I said, I'm always on the train of let's do some covers. I think it would make us more marketable too,
It definitely makes it easier to like book a gig on 6th Street or whatever. You know what I mean? Where there are these like touristy kind of areas of Austin where it's like,
it's interesting. Austin is a town that doesn't really do a lot of that like covers only policy stuff. Yeah. Nashville is very much the opposite. I think it's like what is it? Broad Street there. I think it's mostly covers only in a lot of those bars.
Yeah, I was there
mind blowing
2 years ago, and we were on Broadway, and we kind of went down there every night, like two or three nights in a row, and did you get that fix? Oh,
there we go.
I think that looks good. Cool. And I don't think I heard one over the course of 3 days in Nashville of drinking and going to bars. I don't think I heard one original song.
I believe it. Honestly, I'm pretty sure I was told by some friends of mine who were in the Nashville music scene that Broadway or Broad Street up there, unless you're like an artist up there who's booking a show at one of the bigger bars, like some of the country, like Kid Rock's bar or something like that. It's like a strictly covers only policy.
That's so bizarre.
Isn't it weird?
I find that to be so strange.
Yeah.
I wonder, like, what? Well, I wonder why that is.
I mean, it's a tourist trap for a reason, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Nashville they have a very different sense of what the live music tourism looks like.
Sure.
Austin's is very much like be yourself, be unique, you know.
Totally, totally.
That is why people come here versus Nashville. People want to go there to listen to country artists and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I get, yeah, that definitely makes sense. But I mean, and maybe it's different for me because I have my perspective and I am an artist. But it's like I don't want to hear Tennessee whiskey.
Yeah,
fucking
6 times.
Yeah, like
road. Yeah.
I'm good on that. So it's just it's weird, you know. But
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if I'll ever understand that. But again, I might not be your average listener or
That's
the
true.
what the general population of people in Nashville or tourists or whatever are
Yeah.
looking for when
Well,
they
I
go.
can tell you that I would be willing to put a lot of money on the fact that the bar owners in Nashville are not hoping for a bunch of Rankins to come in to listen to their music. That's not who they're marketing
Hey,
to.
I'm a paying customer. I spent way too much money on that Nashville trip. Okay, it's it was fun, but yeah,
Yeah.
I think that was really like it got to the point where I was like, this is a complaint.
Yeah.
Like I'm like
yeah,
I don't like
absolutely.
this.
Yeah.
The fact that like we went into every fucking bar on that street and I didn't hear one original song. I was kind of
Yeah.
like, what the hell?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what can you do?
But I also think that most of the people there are not going to be musicians going bar hopping. You know what I mean? It's people who are there on some sort of trip doing things that are not musically focused, probably. You know.
And they want that shit that they could get drunk and
Yeah,
sing
that
along.
they know the words to.
Where they know the words.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
Well,
It.
I mean, again, like I said, I'm for some covers. I honestly think, I don't know where I heard it. I feel like that this is probably from some music icon, but I've always thought that 2 covers is tasteful per set, basically, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
And so I've always been down for that.
I don't even mind more than 2 necessarily.
either.
Like it, like and look, I don't even mind cover bands, right? Like
Yeah, I mean, that's who you are. Own it.
Yeah,
right? You know?
yeah. Like I don't like I think if you I know plenty of people that play in cover bands to as sort of their like day job,
Yeah.
for lack of better words.
Yeah.
That's their paying gig. And
Yeah.
then they have their other band that is all their original music.
Mm-hmm.
And they play, once a month where they sell tickets and this and that
Yeah.
versus the cover band gig where they play 2 or 3 hours and they pocket $300 for themselves, $400 for themselves. And it's crazy, but like that sort of shit does pay, and it's a little more steady.
It
so
does
it's like,
pay. I mean, hey. What covers would you do? Like where would you what
Let's
would
see.
you try to get people moving to that you think they would know if you're going to play stuff?
I'm trying to think. We've got a couple fun ones that we're doing with the guys that I've been jamming with. Let's see. We're doing a little Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh.
We're doing like some espresso.
Okay.
We're doing "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time" by Britney Spears.
Yeah.
We're doing a couple fun ones like that, and then
I mean, but you
some
like
Chili
ranking
Peppers.
it up, right? You
Definitely,
you gotta-
it's like funky guitar.
Okay,
and then Dalton's on sax, so we're doing "Careless Whisper."
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All
So
right,
it's just a
yeah.
very eclectic mashup of
I mean, yeah.
of pop songs.
Do you ever get worried that maybe you're playing in a place and like some sort of record producer or some producer is going to be like, hey, they're playing covers in this bar. I wonder if they have permission to do that, and then come back and try to get the bar in trouble or
That's an interest. I feel like most bars probably because I've played at bars in Austin that are like we don't allow covers. I can't remember which ones it was, but there are a couple bars in Austin
Yeah.
that are like it's original music only. And I can't remember offhand which ones this was, but that's totally happened before.
Is there a reason for that?
I think it's for what
that,
you're saying
right,
for that
okay.
reason. Like it
I've
could
heard
be
that before.
it could be ASCAP or BMI.
Yeah.
People.
I've heard of that type of thing happening before, but not in Austin. I've heard of it happening in like New Orleans and some other, bigger cities.
See, and I think that I don't think as an artist you're gonna get like your hand slapped or anything. It's the bar that was.
It is the bar, yeah. That's what I was told.
Would be.
Apparently, there's some sort of like royalty fee that you have to pay.
Yeah.
In order to do that legitimately.
I wonder how much that even costs.
I don't know. It can't be that much, right?
Maybe $1,000 a year or something like that. I couldn't imagine to allow covers at your place.
Definitely seems excessive for any record, album producer or whatever to do that kind of thing.
And I imagine too that's only. There's a lot of weird stuff with covers that I don't fully understand too. Like, could I record a cover and put it on Spotify and monetize it, or would I need permission? Like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, I would imagine you need permission.
You need permission,
I would
probably.
So I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not in that space.
I don't know. I don't know either. But I've always kind of wondered.
That I do not know the answer to regarding that.
Yeah, I know a couple people that have. I should ask them that have a cover on Spotify.
Okay.
So I should. That should be a topic for. I'll get one of them on here and we'll do because I'm actually interested to know now. How does that all work? But what can you do?
Yeah.
Now going back to when Risky Clique formed, and you said you had the drums collecting dust.
Yeah.
Had you been playing drums before that, or is that when you started?
Oh no, I've been playing drums for years. I started playing drums in high school. I was in a Christian punk rock band in high school.
Tell me about that. Tell me about you. Gotta tell me about that, dude.
I might have said the wrong words on this podcast.
That's so good, dude.
Yeah, I was me and 3 other friends of mine, and we were super into MXPX and Reliant K.
I don't know any of those bands.
That's okay.
Christian, is that in the same realm?
They're Christian punk bands. Well, Reliant K is not really. Well, they're kind of punk. But,
okay.
They were just fast-paced, poppy, alternative rock style bands. We were really into them, and
cool.
I played trumpet all throughout middle school and high school, and had a lot of music theory under my belt and all that stuff, and I thought it was nerdy and wanted to trade it out for something cooler, so I started learning how to play drums, and this lady started teaching me some stuff, and then the next thing I know, I'm getting both of my hands and my foot to coordinate, and
hell yeah.
I was like, I can actually do this.
So,
a lot of hours. My dad bought me a drum set for Christmas one year, and the rest is history. But yeah, we played in a punk band for 4 years, and then I played with a couple of other gigs whenever I moved out to go to college, but one was kind of a country-ish band, and another was kind of just another alt-rock band,
Cool.
I never actually played gigs with them. We just played a lot of music together,
Okay.
I guess that kind of a hard hobby has kind of ring true for a lot of me, my musical history anyways, when it comes to playing drums. But I played, I have a lot of friends who are musicians, and back in Georgia, where I'm from, and in Atlanta. So whenever I'd go visit, we were usually going to jam at some point, And
totally.
so it wasn't like I just stopped playing altogether for years. I just didn't play consistently.
That makes sense.
I honestly, when I moved to Austin, I always told myself, man, I'm going to get a good job. I'm going to start trying to play in a band here. And then when you come here and you realize how flooded the market is with just incredibly talented musicians, it's
crazy.
It's very intimidating to try to go out and find some artists or some, anybody who's going to be wanting to play shows, right? As a musician, it's kind of intimidating to go and try to find a group of people who you may be on a similar level with, right?
Totally.
I always fancied myself as a decent drummer, nothing amazing. I wasn't classically trained, you know what I mean? But
classically trained.
Dude,
No, I know what you mean.
With some sort of training on drums. Now, trumpet, for sure. I mean, I still can read music and all that stuff. So
no shit.
I definitely...
Do you bust the trumpet out at y'all shows?
Oh, man, I don't know.
Dude, you totally
I have one.
should.
I still have it. It's a very expensive trumpet that just sits there staring at me underneath my bed. And
Dude, bust that shit
dude,
out.
I've always had this dream to like have a song that we wrote where I could do both, play some notes on the trumpet while also continuing to drum.
If you can do that, if you can pull that off, that's impressive as shit.
Like, you're coming
dude.
back on this podcast again, dude.
yeah. We will mic you up just for that, dude. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. But yeah, that's basically how I got started. I loved the drums. I mean, like I said, I played for years, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't just on and off here. I played pretty steady for a while, and then it was very inconsistent.
Yeah.
But I mean, I had those things boxed up for like 7 years before I decided, let's try. What am I doing? I mean, you know, I
Yeah.
literally moved here partially to try to get back into being a musician again, and
Yeah.
I just never did it. You know, life gets in the way. I had too much fun in this town. It's a very easy town to have a lot of fun in, and just
Very
neglect
much so.
something like that. You know.
Totally. So you started drums in high school. Is when you started
Middle
learning
school,
middle
actually,
school.
yeah.
Middle school. Okay. So back in middle school, and then there was kind of this break where it was like really going back to Georgia, and that was like the only times you played for a while.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then, because I know we were friends for a while before I even knew you played the drums.
yeah. Well,
like
when have you seen me around a drum set though? Like, we didn't have too many opportunities for that.
honestly, I think there were. I think maybe a couple years ago, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, I
At
feel like
Nathan
there was a
Katie's
time.
house.
I was about to say, I feel
Yes.
like there was Nate and Katie's or Andrew's maybe one time or another where they had the kit set up and you hopped on. I was like, oh,
Totally.
Kevin could play the drums. Like yeah, what's going on? who would have thunk it?
Yeah.
So that I know and then when I heard you were like playing in a band, I was just like, oh fuck yeah, like yeah, I'm ready to see this shit. So yeah, dude, I'm glad you're back into it because it's always good to have another friend who's cooking something up.
Absolutely, man. It has been a lot of fun to do, and one of the healthiest hobbies you can have, I think, you know.
I think so too. I think a healthy hobby. I think ultimately like playing an instrument, yes, is healthy.
Yeah.
Being in a band,
Well, that's true.
isn't always healthy.
whole different part of the hobby. Really,
yeah,
you know?
yeah, for sure. But what do y'all do? Do y'all have anything on Spotify available
No, we
right
don't.
now?
So actually, I was
Okay.
really hoping to have it up on Spotify by the time we did this podcast, but we recorded I guess we're going to call it 6 songs that we're going to put up. It's a live. Well, we recorded them live at a friend of mine's. It was during the Kentucky Derby party this year. We played like a 2.5 hour show over there, and we recorded all of it. But there was a few songs that we were like,
Wait, over where? Where'd you play?
my friend's named Matt Smith, and so he
Okay.
like the most average name ever. It's his real name, I swear to God.
I feel like I know a couple Matt Smiths.
Oh,
and
I'm
it's
sure.
just yeah.
Yeah, I've got them all over the country.
And it's definitely not this Matt Smith, right?
I don't know.
Could be
Maybe they're all the same, and
Matt Smith. It's just they're all the one
they're
person with
melded
like
into one human.
God. You gotta wonder with a name like that, like
Oh man,
how your
how
shit
many
gets
of
confused.
you exist?
How God, you gotta yeah. How do you navigate that as a Matt Smith? If we have any Matt Smiths that are listening right now, we'll get you on the podcast just to talk about
Send us a
navigating.
picture.
I've never had to deal.
Yeah, no, Rake and
Remotely.
Fetzer is pretty unique.
I've never remotely had to deal with like a name confusion.
No.
In my life, for me, it's the only thing with me is like when I say Rankin, they're like, if I'm introducing myself to someone, they say Reagan.
Reagan, oh.
Yeah, they're like Reagan.
Enunciate the K.
Yeah. So, and that could just be me saying it kind of lazily, I
Yeah.
guess. Is lazily a word? Or
It
lazy?
is, I think it's an adverb.
I lazily spoke.
Yeah.
I don't know. Lazy. It sounds right. Lazy, or I spoke it.
I think this NA beer's
Lazy.
getting to your head, man.
Dude, I'm hammered on these
Yeah.
NA beers, dude. We're getting wasted.
Oh.
Should we do a shot of the NA tequila?
Oh yeah, that's right. You
Get real fucked up. Dude.
yeah, dude. I've got to drive home after this, buddy. I can't have too many of those now.
I think we're actually. I think I know we were talking about going to that show. I think we're actually going to go to a movie after this.
Oh, okay.
I think we're going to go see
Is
that.
it a movie about a concert? You're gonna go see that? Is it the was it second Spinal Tap movie? It's
Oh, I do want to see that. Is it out?
I don't know, man. I've seen it advertised a lot. It's got to be coming out soon.
Yeah,
if
I
it's
know.
not
I
out
know
already.
they've been doing a lot of promotion for it, but
I would see that. The first one
no,
was great.
I think we're going to see the new DiCaprio movie.
Oh man, yes, I've heard so much about that one.
It looks good.
I'm very eager to see that one too.
Well, if you want to snag a ticket, I think we're gonna. You're welcome to come, but
not
obviously not. Yeah.
I don't think that anything like that is in my future today. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of tired being out on that water in the sun for 4 hours. I don't think I'd make a movie, man. I'm pretty sure I'd fall asleep.
You get in that dark theater with the AC.
Oh man,
we're going to the Draft House too, so you get like some food in front of you, and you're all
prop
full.
my feet up, and I'll be out during the trailers.
Yeah, exactly. Before dude, I've passed out in movie theaters like it's happened often.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I know not to go now, like if I am remotely tired.
Yes.
Like I'm just like I will pass out, and then it's gonna feel like I wasted my money.
Yeah,
wasted my money.
And you might piss people off because you could be snoring.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah, luckily Nicole, I think, will wake me up if I start snoring.
I don't know. She doesn't look like somebody who nudges you during the theater. She probably tries to figure out where she could sit elsewhere.
I think Nicole's probably fallen asleep during more movies than I have.
Oh man, that's my girlfriend. She 100% will fall asleep during most movies that go after 9 o'clock.
She knocks out.
Asleep. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's easy to do, man. Those theaters get comfy, bro.
Starting to see her looking like a little bobblehead doll.
Yeah. Especially when you're in the movie theaters with the recliners.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh, you're
so
done.
easy.
Forget about it. Forget about it.
Yeah.
What do you say? Should we take this
All
shot?
right, let's do it.
Let's see how this. I kind of forgot how this stuff tastes.
Let's see what it smells like first. It smells like tequila. Doesn't have quite that bite of a smell, They're like you could smell in like the back of your nasal cavity.
I remember it not burning.
Oh, that's helpful.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
It kind of does have a little burn.
It does have a burn.
It's got a little sizzle to it.
I don't know if it tastes like tequila. Maybe it's just been so long that I forgot what tequila tastes.
No, it doesn't taste.
I don't know if it really tastes like tequila.
It doesn't really taste like tequila.
No.
It tastes like.
It's like if tequila was filtered through a lot of, like, college rule paper.
Yeah, it tastes like water and like bitters and like apple cider vinegar or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's what that little in the back is.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
and then maybe like a splash of actual tequila, just because it does have a little bit of the flavor, but it just doesn't. You don't feel it.
Yeah.
And the taste is not exact either.
Right. It's
compared
definitely not. It's got a strange little start. And then the finish is kind of like tequila, like the little bite.
Yes, yeah.
The start is kind of strange.
The start is a little funky, but
So, who are you guys gonna go see again? Was it Sun Squabby?
Sun Squabby is at Empire. Yeah, they're great. I think
That's
I ran
a cool
into you.
Place to see them.
Did I see you at their?
I think so because I'm pretty sure they opened up for the Disco Biscuits. Disco Biscuits played there 2 nights in a row, and I saw them, and I'm pretty sure they opened up for them.
Hell yeah. Empire's a great venue.
I love that place.
Oh, it's so fun.
Yeah,
it's so fun.
Place.
Have y'all played there?
No. I wish. I know my buddy knows the owner, so I'm kind of hoping. I mean, honestly, to tell you the truth, man, us not having something on a platform stifles people
That's a big one.
from wanting to book you.
Yeah, definitely.
And so it's one of those things. It's like we originally kind of wanted to have a lot of songs that were polished and feel really good about and play some shows before we recorded and put stuff out. But I'm starting to realize that maybe that wasn't really the way to go about it. It might have been better to do what we could to get something recorded and put on a platform. It could have been 3 songs, honestly.
Yeah.
I think that's it could be anything.
Or it could be a
And-
live recording.
Yeah. Oh,
with
yeah. So
mixed,
you asked me
know.
about that earlier, and we kind of deviated. But that's what we have. It's a live recording. We had a sound guy do all of our sound, and he put it through all of his software. So it's essentially as if we were in the recording studio to do this because he has
Hell yeah.
everything up to be able to augment anything and like take out things and change mistakes and all that stuff. And so we've done that. There's a couple of spots in it that we'd like to try to unlive because
Yeah.
there's like a mess up here with vocals was a little bit off there or whatever. I feel like that to release something like that as your first little EP, it needs to be, you need to have more confidence in it being out there, right?
Totally.
So yeah, we have that. Like I said, it's 6 songs, and like I said, we're kind of a jam band. So one of those songs is really like 3 songs melded together.
Oh, interesting.
It's like
okay.
a 14 or 15-minute jam.
And that'll go on. Are you going to throw that on Spotify?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think we're going to put it on all the platforms, right?
Sick.
Spotify, Apple Music, wherever. I guess SoundCloud would probably be a good one too, right? You put stuff on there.
Well, that's an interesting one because it's like if you're spending the money to put it on Spotify and do like the DistroKid, TuneCore, or whatever, and go that route, you might want to just direct people to that one spot. But I don't know. Cool. SoundCloud, I feel like is a great place to like if you have something and you want to just get it out immediately.
Yeah,
SoundCloud's great for that. But if you have it out on Spotify or whatever, not that it's an interesting one because Spotify isn't the most artist-friendly platform.
Well, yeah, I know a lot of big names that I enjoy have been dropping out of it. Like King Gizzard, man, they dropped Spotify, and I think other people have begun to follow them since that.
For sure, and it's an interesting one because it's still like where people, it's like that measure. It's like how many monthly listeners on Spotify when they're gonna look you up or for a booker or whatever,
Yeah.
So it's like I'm like. It's interesting. Maybe we just put our stuff on YouTube. I don't know where you put your stuff.
Yeah.
What's the other option?
Right.
You know what
my
I mean?
buddy that's been doing our like photography and stuff, he really suggested putting things up on YouTube because of it's like he said it was essentially kind of better for people who are kind of just trying to get their names out there, whereas Spotify is going to pay you more later on, right? But YouTube is free. I mean, you can you're going to be able to, that'll be something that can be passed off. That doesn't cost whatever Spotify does initially. It kind of feels wild, right? When you're whenever you have some recorded material that you're trying to get out there to people, and you have to pay to put it up somewhere, rather than like wanting to get paid for it to be heard.
Totally. No, it's.
I mean, it's antithetical,
weird.
right?
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird, and it's and that's the whole other thing is like any sort of paid promotion. Like, what do you want? How many people do you want to like? What are you doing to promote it? Because that's definitely going to cost some money, most likely.
I mean,
right?
Instagram can only do so much.
Yeah. And then even there, you could have your Instagram paid ads or whatever that are going to get it to people. And those I've had a little bit of success with that.
Okay.
But yeah, it was actually kind of funny. Like a friend like that I've made in the past 6 months was like, we met up with some friends and they're like, "Hey, are you Ranky Dank?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Dude, I had like an Instagram sponsored ad of your shit."
Whoa.
And I started following you and then following you for, a couple months or whatever. And like, I love your shit. And I was like, no way. I was like, that's cool. So I guess it did work.
It worked.
It worked.
I mean, at least it worked for one person, right?
Yeah.
Like,
that's what I was like, that's cool. Yeah. So
that's good to know. For
Yeah,
sure.
it was
I actually
cool.
had no idea. I don't really Instagram very much. So
Yeah.
I'm not really the person who would know how to utilize all of its features like that. But.
For sure. I'd say if you get like a really good reel, like like a 30-second to minute long clip, and I think there could definitely be benefits to like running an ad on something like that if it's something that you feel like can grab.
Yeah.
a random person's attention for them to be like, oh, what's this? I want to check out their profile
Yeah.
or whatever.
I mean, especially if it's only for like 3 seconds, right?
Yeah.
That's like the most digestible whenever it's short and sweet and to the point. And
Totally.
so, but yeah, we were talking about putting out music. I'm really hoping to have that out here soon. We have 3 shows, and they're kind of all in different circles that are coming up in the next. What is today? The 27th. Oh, so I guess a month and a half or so.
Okay.
We are next Sunday. We're playing the show at the Texas Pumpkin Festival. It's out in Leander, Texas.
That's cool. that's badass.
Oh yeah. Well, it's like I think it's like a 3-week festival, but I mean, it's just very fall inspired and family friendly. But it's out in Leander, and we have like a 1 to 2 p.m. time slot.
Nice.
And so that's something we've never done before, right? To kind of have this opportunity to go and be a part of a highly regimented schedule of events and on a bigger stage. Right?
Yeah. That's exciting stuff.
Oh
dude.
man, I'm really pumped about it, and I think
The
we've kind
Pumpkin
of
Festival too. That just sounds like a good time. Hell yeah,
it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of children though, so we can't be too risky with what we do, I guess. But they didn't really give us any
The not so
parameters.
risky clique.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, playing in the Lewd Dudes, it was like we would pull up to some breweries and there's kids running around, and we're like, do we open with 69 and on a beach?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
No, you should play like a big long sandwich, right? A 69 on the beach sandwich. Start with it, end with it.
I think we did that once or twice.
Really?
I think we did whenever, because same with like Lewd Dudes, whenever we would get, every now and then we get booked for like a 2-hour, 3-hour gig.
Yeah.
And we would do those. There were often times where we'd be like, fuck, we got 30 minutes and we've played every song.
Yeah. So we're gonna play one of the popular ones again, and nobody will know, right?
No one will know. And luckily at that point too, it's like the people that were at the brewery when you started your set are probably no longer there.
Probably not the same crowd.
Probably not the same crowd.
I mean, that's a long period of time. Too.
Yeah. So it's like we definitely did that a time or two. Yeah. Which, who cares?
If you bring kids at a brewery, you should probably expect to hear a song like 69ing on the beach, right?
This is fair. I think so. It's, I know when and a couple of my sets too, where like I played, I'm trying to remember the name of the place in Buda.
Oh, Meridian?
Yeah. I played there a couple times. I had like a once a month residency there.
Oh, okay.
On Sunday afternoons.
Oh.
And dude, it was fun. It was fun. I definitely had a good time. I would be getting drunk and like doing like my thing, and it was like I would start my set. And it was always kind of a weird thing, too, because I would play after the open mic. They had an open mic from, like, noon to 3 or something.
Okay.
And then I would play from 3 to 6. And this open mic would be happening, and there's, like, people playing acoustic guitar. And then, like, in the audience, it's, like, people, like, doing work with headphones and a laptop. And like studying and shit, and then I go on stage and I'm like, "All right, we're gonna fucking
He's ready to get crushed."
Oh, dude! And then people would leave like fucking 2 minutes into me doing my thing, and I'm like, "This is like, do they even want me here?" It's tough.
That's wild.
It's weird.
So what kind of songs do you prep for that then? I mean, like you got people probably drinking coffee, maybe people taking shots, right? I don't know.
So I definitely tried to. That was the thing, dude. No one was drinking.
Oh.
No one was drinking. So it was tough.
That changes.
It was tough, but I'd be like,
the perspective.
I'm taking a tequila soda on stage for sure.
So.
But in those situations, I would kind of so with the looping sets, it's like very improv.
Yeah.
Is what I would literally go up there, no set list, and just make shit up for some of these shows. And when I would get in and that was kind of the vibe, I'd be like, I'm gonna just come in with some super chill, like kind of backgroundy,
Yeah,
for lack of a
totally,
better term.
more aggressive than elevator music.
Yes, exactly. And but then it was just like, is this even what like? Is this even really my vibe? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, am I even really doing my shit?
Well, I guess that just means you're getting more drunk to enjoy what you're doing, then, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then at
and
some point, it's like the audience is here to watch Rankin drink and have a personal moment by himself with tequila while he's DJing.
Exactly. So it was a fun gig. I think, like I said, I did it for like 3 months, and then I was just like, I think I just need a different setting. Like, this is
Yeah,
fun.
I mean, that seems like a strange time for that to happen.
Yeah,
Time of the day, you know what I mean?
For sure. And for it to be
if
like,
that was on 6th Street, it'd be different, but it's in Buda.
it was in Buda, and then Sundays I'm usually like, especially if I had like a Saturday night gig and like partied Saturday night, then Sunday I'm waking up, I'm like, ugh, and then I'm having to load all my shit into the car.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, and I know drummers feel it.
Oh god.
But dude, with artists and getting paid as musicians, I'm like, dude, you're paying for us to pack our shit up and load it and set it up, play the show, then break it down, bring it home, load it into the house. Like, musicians aren't getting paid for that hour, 2, 3 that they're on stage. We mostly like enjoy that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, there's a little bit of work to that as well. And for that alone, you should be compensated.
Right.
But truly, to me, it's like, if you're paying me for that. You're paying me for my driving there, driving home,
they
loading
don't probably
it up.
perceive it that way, right? You know, they're paying you because we want you up there for 3 hours.
I think some venues do. I don't want to speak for everyone, but I think a lot of people in general don't see it that way.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
but it definitely, I mean, that's the hardest part about it, you know? I mean, is the
100%.
load in, load out, and all that stuff, so.
Totally,
Yeah.
100%. Nicole, what time are we at right now?
51 minutes.
51 minutes? Okay, cool. We'll chat a little bit longer. We don't have to wrap it up.
Can I go through the other 2 shows that we have booked that are
Absolutely, yes. Plug it all, dude. Plug it all, yeah.
Yeah, let me plug the other 2. So we have had a residency, if you will, at the Green Mesquite.
That's right. I meant to ask you about
old school Austin barbecue joint that's pretty close to Zilker Park.
Okay.
And walking distance, you know.
Cool.
And so the owner of that place has asked us to do like a post ACL late night show, I guess, if you will. So it's going to be like a 10:30 to 1 a.m. show.
And that'll be on the Saturday?
It is a Saturday, the second week. I think it's the 11th, I believe, October 11th.
I think we're going to be there that weekend, so maybe we'll pop on over after Sabrina Carpenter.
You should stop in.
Yeah.
We'll raid your socks off.
Cool, yeah. We'll wait for traffic to die down.
Exactly. I was going to say it's perfect, you know, like I think it's a good, you know, for the people who wanted to go to ACL and then, you know, not have to wait an hour to get a lift and go somewhere to get food that's not going to break your wallet.
Totally.
Or beers that are not going to break your wallet.
Where is it exactly?
It's right next to Barton Creek Saloon.
Oh, so it's right there.
Yeah,
next
it's right there. It's right
at the Old House Wine. And
you played at the Old House Wine. It's literally, I mean, that place is like 2 doors down. That's actually on Barton Springs. It's like 2 doors down from Old House Wine.
No shit. We'll definitely stop by.
Yeah, man, please do.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
We're pretty pumped about this. I'm gonna, you know, like whenever we play there, we essentially have free reign of the space and try to, like, you know, make it as weird and trippy, I guess, if you like, and as we like. And so, I mean, we're gonna try to have a bunch of cool, like, concert style, like lasers and lights and, you know, all kind of stuff there set up. Usually our shows there are essentially from, like, we do the residency, I guess, if you will, and it's from like 6 to 9 or so. Okay. So it's largely, you know, in the daylight. So we have complete dark time, and this will be a whole different idea. I mean, like, and I say, we're a jam band, you know, we may bust out a fucking 15-minute song, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's kind of a cool one to have on the radar. That's very different from Pumpkin Fest. where I don't think
Pumpkin
we're gonna
Fest,
jam
fuck yeah.
anything really for that one. I think we're just gonna kind of play studio versions of songs for that.
Okay.
And then the other one, which is a totally different realm of the other two shows, is I don't really know if it has a name for the event, but it's at this venue called Rancho Relaxo.
Oh,
Have you
hell
heard
yeah,
about
we've
it?
been there.
Have you?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Have you
Okay.
been there?
Oh yeah, many times.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I haven't been there in years. I went there when they first started it up.
Okay.
And so I've known the guys, my friends, my bandmates and I, we've known them, the guys that do that and like own the property for a while. And the new guy who's he's not new, but he's the new guy booking a lot of their shows is a friend of ours too. And so he has asked us to play a show for them. So we're gonna play. It's a camping two night experience, if you will. And it's November 14th is when we're playing.
That sounds fun.
And so it's it's overnight. The other there's two, well, like we're a supporting act for the headliners, right?
Who are the headliners? It's not Eminence Ensemble, is it?
No, no.
Because
cool.
that's
They
who
play
we
out
went and
there a
saw.
lot,
Yeah, we
or
went
they
and
used
saw
to.
them out there.
It's Joseph Marcinek, maybe. I honestly
don't
can't
think I know
remember.
him.
I wish I had my phone on me. I could pull it up, but I'll send
Okay.
it to you, and you could put it in the show notes.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I'd
But
be happy to
he's
link
like
that.
I mean, I guess like medium tier, well known guy who does a lot of Grateful Dead covers. So it's going to
Okay.
be just I think it's like a full, maybe like a 6-piece band doing Grateful Dead stuff.
Sick. It's always
So,
fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be really awesome. We're really excited about that. I think we're gonna get like an hour and a half time slot maybe.
Nice.
So it'll be.
I love a
good to
90-minute set.
Yeah, get our feet in. You know.
Yeah, 90-minute sets are fun, dude. I feel like
Yeah.
that's like a great amount of time to where you're not like on your feet for 2.5, 3 hours. Just kind of like.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, the 3-hour gigs, it's always like the last 45 minutes. I'm like, okay. Like,
Yeah.
You know?
Like who's still paying attention to me?
Yeah.
You have a song?
The
You got a
90-minuters, though, are great because it's like you get fully warmed up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you reach the point. If you're not loose after, 45 minutes, then, maybe you're just off or whatever. But I feel like that 90-minute set, you get at least a large chunk of that set that's you're loosened up and you're grooving,
sure.
and it's not too short and it's not too long to where you like lose that.
Yes.
I love a 90-minute set.
Absolutely.
Those are the best.
Yeah, I'm very excited about that. But yeah, those are all three very different styles of shows. So
Cool.
We are very, very eager to play all of them, but also just really appreciative to be able to have the opportunity to do stuff like a family festival versus very hippie camping experience.
Oh yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it's good to be able to do them both, man.
Yeah.
And to have a project where your music is going to be appreciated
Yeah,
in both
for
those
sure.
settings.
Yeah.
And I think the jam band scene too is like is a good one to like everyone can kind of get down with that. You know
For sure,
what I mean?
yeah. There's a little something for everybody.
Yeah,
there, you know?
yeah.
Like, we definitely pull a lot from jam band styles of music. You know, I will say we've been told that some of because we like to do 2 sets, right? You know, for shows, and so like we've definitely played 1 set, and then people tell us at the set break like that was really awesome. You know, there was a lot of melody there and stuff, and then we play the second one, and they're like, "You guys sound like a totally different band." You know?
Oh, no shit.
And it's
Okay.
just because of like some of the songs we wrote, right? You know,
Yeah.
The two main songwriters, they are big Ween fans.
Okay.
So if you know anything about that, they're
yeah.
all over the place.
Definitely,
And,
definitely,
they're
yeah.
goofy, right? So
Yeah. I saw Ween like I've seen them one time in my life, and I think I was like 19.
Oh wow.
Yeah. This was a
Dan, you were way cooler than me at 19.
Houston Summerfest. I had never heard of them before. And they were like headlining in Houston, and I was like, well, I guess I'm gonna check this band out, you
Yeah.
know. And they were cool. They were cool. I was like, this is, and of course, like later on, it's like I feel like they're like a cult following kind of
Totally,
band, you
and
know?
I didn't
Kinda
really
like
realize
Fish
that.
or something. you
Yeah,
know?
totally. But like, they don't really do a lot of jamming. You know, at least I don't think. Well, I've only seen them twice. But I mean, I felt like some of their songs were like 2-minute songs.
Yeah, or it's just a quick thing. And
yeah, for sure. Like some of it wasn't even your typical song structure, It was just like intro, chorus.
Yeah. Dude, I
was
like
it.
that, man. I love like a song structure that's not verse, chorus, verse,
Yeah.
chorus, bridge, chorus. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
I love a weird song structure.
Yeah,
Anytime.
I think that's why the music nerds really tend to love Fish, because they do that. Like it's not your ABC structure, it's like ADEAED, like C kind of thing, and it's just like quirky and. I think at least from my girlfriend tells me this too because like I'm listening to a lot of music and whenever I hear some stuff as a musician and I listen to it I'm like oh that was interesting because he did this and this right and she's like I don't know what you're talking about she doesn't think about songs or tunes or pieces of songs in that way where like I'm kind of breaking it down and going like oh wow that was really the same thing over and over again just a small it's only like a 4 to 12 measures, but they just do it over and over again, and it sounds like it's an entire song that has intro, verse, chorus, and it's not though. It's just how they layered it, or it's just like how the lyrics go. The melody of the lyrics.
For sure. Yeah, and that kind of just goes back to like what we were saying earlier, kind of like with like the average listener versus like the musician, artist, songwriter listener.
Yeah.
Who's like I feel like we're constantly like analyzing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Totally
and it's funny because I can even think of like how I was before like learning guitar and like how I listened to music. Like I was never listening to like individual things. For me, I was like listening. I was just thinking, like hearing it and like thinking about how it makes me feel.
Yeah. Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'll have another.
Would you like to?
Sure.
And
Thank you.
Now it's like I don't know if I can listen to a song without like picking out trying to pick out the bass line and then trying to pick out like listening to the drums here and like what rhythm is going on and I think I listened before too. I think I did hear the lyrics more and now it's like the lyrics are the last thing I'm thinking about.
Completely me too. Do you have the thing to where when you go to concerts it's almost as if like you're constantly looking and listening to tell if they messed up? I think that's a curse.
I don't think I ever focus too much on that. I think sometimes I hear it, and when I hear, especially like a bigger band, like whenever I go see like the Red Hot Chili Peppers or something, and hear a mess up, or to me it just makes me happy because it's like these fucking massive rock stars still fuck up.
Yes, that's why I think that I do it because I'm like, damn, they're human. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You've been playing this song for 30 years and they messed up, 3 notes in it that unless you really were paying attention and you were nerding out on the actual song in the moment, you probably would have noticed it.
Yeah.
But I think that's why I kind of have that perspective a lot of times when I'm listening to songs. I'm like,
totally.
Oh, that was that was not the harmony that they probably wanted it to be, or something like that.
I totally agree, and I think also too of like part of cheers again.
Cheers.
I think part of like, well, I should just say with experience comes, especially in playing music, comes the ability to kind of like recover from your mistakes.
Yeah.
A lot faster than in your earlier days of playing an instrument where you play and then you fuck up and you stop and then you start over or something. I think once you've like played in bands long enough, you've played enough shows, you just like the show must go on.
Right, yeah, you persevere
and you
through
just
it.
gotta keep going. And it's about like having a rocky start where maybe you fuck up right in the beginning of your show, but then just being like, oh no, we got a whole show. Let's get this thing on track.
Yeah.
And we're gonna just clean it up and keep going.
Yeah.
And then even if you do keep fucking up, you'll work through it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it definitely takes sometimes a few seconds to get the confidence back up to where, like, okay, nobody knows that I messed that up, right?
Yeah. Hey, that's a joy of playing originals only too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is like no one knows.
Maybe that's why my guys in the band don't want to play covers.
They can't tell how bad we're fucking this song up.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's. I think that's why the Lou Dudes never played covers, dude. I think we did one cover, and we did "Man, I Feel Like a Woman."
What?
We did.
Shania Twain?
We did Shania Twain. I think we played it at a Houston show.
Okay.
And I think we did it one time. And I think that was it.
I feel like that would have made Andrew uncomfortable to sing. Was he the lead guy, or did you
Oh
sing
yeah,
that?
no, Andrew sang it. Andrew sang it. He crushed it. And Scott dialed in whatever that would have. Whatever sound that is, he dialed it in on the keyboard.
Fantastic.
And it sounded good. It sounded good. But it was just silly. And of course, I mean, the Lou Dudes have to pick a silly fucking cover.
Of
if
course,
we're gonna do it.
yeah. That's great.
Since we were such a serious
I always
band.
loved y'all's alter ego. If you ever decided to play like a Halloween show and dressed up as women, you could be the Shady Ladies. You know?
The Shady Ladies. Never made their actual debut,
No,
unfortunately. But
the world is bereft of that performance.
maybe one day. The dudes did get together recently, and
I saw the video, I heard the recording.
yeah,
if you will,
it's a cool song. I
Yeah.
think we got together and wrote a song, and we played through a couple of the oldies as well and recorded those. But we did that kind of in the beginning, and then we just started. I think I started playing some chords, and I was like, "Hey, y'all like this?" And it was like literally right there. I just started playing a chord progression. I was like, "I kind of like this," and then I forget who started singing something first. I think it was Jordan, and then we're like, "Oh shit, this motor's running again."
Here we go.
Like hadn't started up this one in
Did you guys
years,
get
and-
together with the intent of writing a song?
No.
Or were y'all just hanging out and you're like, you know what we have here is an opportunity? And
Well, it was great. It was we got together. We knew we were gonna run. We knew we were gonna set up the recording stuff, and we knew that we were gonna play through a couple old songs, and we did all that. But then once like this new idea got out there, I think everyone in the Dudes was has always been focused on like the new idea. Just since we've been a band, it's been like we've had these songs whenever that's when we all have the most fun.
Yeah.
So we like play the OGs, and then we started working on this new one, and then everyone was like, we were hour and a half, 2 hours into writing this new song, and then we were like, okay, wait, does like anyone have anywhere they need to be or anything? And like, no, we're like, nah, dude, like this shit's hot. Like, let's just keep going. And then I think we spent like maybe 4 or 5 hours, and we just live tracked the song, and then did like a couple overdubs, and just was like, that's it.
some good musicianship there. You don't need the 36 scratch tracks to try to get you through it, huh?
It's interesting. It's like I think we're so used to playing with each other. With the Lou Dudes, I don't see. I see everyone in the band is talented, but for us, I think we definitely just do a different thing when we all get together, and it's the fucking Lou Dudes.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's an identity that I will always affiliate you guys with having. Like,
I'm okay with it. I love it. Yeah, man. It's fun to just get in the studio and write with the guys, and that was a little emotional because we hadn't done it in like 2 years, you know?
right? Yeah.
And so it felt really good to just everyone was kind of firing on all cylinders.
Does that mean you guys are going to have a comeback show at some point? Oh, did I ask the wrong question?
I think it's gonna happen. I think it's gonna happen.
You heard it here, folks.
Yeah,
You heard it
I
here.
think it is gonna happen.
I bet Rocky would book you guys at ABGB.
Yeah, I think so. I don't. We need to start putting the feelers out. I will say that the conversation came up during that get together, and everyone seemed pretty on board for it.
Okay.
So it'll be a matter of putting the feelers out for where we want to do something, and dare I say, everyone was open to doing maybe a couple shows.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
I mean, I can see Tolbert's as being a landing spot for one of those shows.
Tolbert's is fun, man. Have you played Tolbert's?
No. I've never even been there. I know where it's at. I've driven by it, but
Okay.
I know that you guys have had a lot of success with some shows up there in Tolbert's.
Oh yeah. I mean, with all the guys being from there, you know.
Yeah. I remember seeing some of those shows were packed out at that place. So
they know how to. Those guys know how to fill that spot up, and all their families and stuff, and all their family friends.
Yeah.
Nell's like twitching right now.
Oh man, her eyes are open.
She's asleep.
She's got some demons rolling around. She could see my soul.
Oh man. Well, I didn't mean to talk about the lewd dudes and our shit for this past however long, but
It's okay. I wanted to know.
What I guess before we wrap up, man, I think we're probably getting around that time. Any other stuff you want to plug, man, or chat about before we wrap it up?
I mean, I think that's pretty much got me covered for all of the, if we're going with cocktails and chords themes
dude.
here, I would say.
We'll call this one Beats and Brews, since we got a drummer on here and we're drinking brewskis.
Yeah, the irony of me not drinking alcohol or playing guitar is pretty loud. So let's a little temporary parentheses of beats and zero proof brews.
Zero proof brewskis. There it is. Hell yeah. We can
Neros.
Well,
right? Is that what you call it near beer.
Near beers. We'll have that in parentheses on the episode.
All right.
When we throw it up. But dude, man,
this has been a blast, man. Thanks for having me on.
Dude, thank you for coming on, man. It's always a pleasure. And dude, I'm excited to hear the songs when you drop them. So you got to send them.
You know.
We'll share them and help spread the word, my man.
Oh, I love that, man. That'd be great. And
Absolutely.
the plugs we can get, the better. I'll make sure to share all the information about our upcoming shows, so you can put that in the show notes too.
Yeah, dude. Send it on the BYOB as well,
Awesome.
obviously.
Thanks again, Ray.
Cheers, brother.